Hey beauties. Happy Tuesday. We're gonna wait a couple minutes. See who's around. Hey Chelsea. Say hi if you're on. It doesn't always show me everybody that's on. Hey Sabrina. I feel like this is totally crooked. Hey Jaylee. Ashley. Hey everyone. Hey Ashley, other Ashley, two Ashleys. Hey Kristen, how are you? Hey Kendra, thank you. Hey Tara, Kaya, hey everyone. Hope you're having an awesome Tuesday. Wait another 30 seconds. Then we'll get started. So I just wanted to pop on for a team talk and chat with you guys about either remembering your why or coming up with your why, depending on if you've just joined or if you've been in for a bit. Thank you, Ashley. I love it too. I love that it's finally the color I've always wanted. So it's nice to be blonde. It's like what I've always wanted for like 10 years and I haven't found anyone able to do it. So super excited. Thank you guys. Okay. Okay, so I think we'll just get started. Let me get one more sip here. See if anybody else pops on. Okay. So I want to chat with you guys. Especially because it is kind of like nearing the summer, and that can also mean nearing the like drought or the like slump that maybe you have found yourself in. I know I have for sure, so it's nothing to be too stressed about. It's real, but we really do need to focus on why are we doing this? Why are we still here? What do we really want? And once in a while, I think it's really important, hey Paula, to readjust, realign, kind of come up with why are we here? Why are we doing this, okay? And especially if you've hit a little bit of a slump. And I know most people have, okay? It can be very discouraging in the summer when, honestly, like your team can be all over the place because everyone's on vacation. You might be on vacation. It could just mean that sales have been slow because it's summer. It can be like maybe a bit of like a recuperation after the exhausting, busy spring that we had. There's so many reasons that we hit a slump. So many reasons. It can be personal stuff going on. It can just be that like you are energized by momentum. There's so many things, okay? But a lot of people end up hitting a slump at the end of the summer, myself included, okay? Like we all do. But I also know that we all want to have a kick-ass fall, right? We want it to pick up and we want all the sales and we want our teams to be fired up again, and we want that kind of reignition into our business, right? We want it to wake up and become alive again because we want to have an incredible fall. But you've got to know why you're doing this. And so I think it's really important that a couple times a year, even if it was twice a year, spring and fall or whatever, you wake up and you readjust, realign, and decide, why am I doing this, okay? Because you don't want to just get caught up on like the motions and just like this hamster wheel of, I don't even know why I'm still here. I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing. You got to know why. Because if you don't know why, you're not going to be passionate, right? Your teams need that excitement back. You need your excitement back in your business. We all need to kind of find our fire again. And that's something that I'm personally working on in my business. I'm trying to find my fire again because like I've been like tired, depressed, all the things, right? A lot of people have been busy. Everyone's busy. The summer can be busy. As much as it's supposed to be chill, it can be busy. Why? Our kids are home, right? We don't get that break during the day. So it's a lot to be having all of your kids at home, having them possibly in different camps or play dates. It's just a lot. Having your kids always there, not giving you that break can be a lot. It can be a lot for so many different reasons. So what we need to do at the very end of the summer here, and that's kind of what I want to challenge us all to do, is like refocus and wake up and decide, why are we doing this, okay? I'm just going to make sure I haven't missed any comments. Okay, I think I'm good. So what I want you guys to do, this is something that you've got to do personally for you. This isn't anything that we can do for you, okay? This is something that I personally have to do for myself. We have to remember why we're doing this. So first of all, we're gonna kind of chat with the people that maybe have just joined. Maybe you just joined in like May, June, July, August. Let's say in the last 4 months, okay? It's really important for you to find out your why. So I want you to think about, why did you join? You may have joined just for the discount. You may have joined because you want to make some side money. You may have joined because you want to make some friends. You may have joined because it's like, why not? It was like maybe the cheap kit in May, which was like a no-brainer, right? Of course you're going to join. That was like the coolest deal ever. You've got to think, why did I join though? And what do I want out of Scentsy? Like, what's my why? You've got to come up with your why in this business, because your business is going to do this all throughout the year. There are going to be highs. You're going to be living the biggest high, guys, in the next few months. It's going to be like momentum, and it feels so good. All the sales are going to be coming in. Your team is going to be fired up. You're going to be fired up because Scentsy is going to be like boom, 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 boom with all the things. And it's going to be fun. Everyone's going to want their house to smell good because it's fall. But what's going to happen after fall? Come December, January, I'm telling you, like I'm a mind reader, it's going to get slower. It's not going to totally suck, but it's not going to be September, October, November. So what are you going to do when you hit that? Then come March, April, May, whoo, it's going to be crazy again. But June, July, August, right? There's this natural dip in this business that happens, and it's totally normal. It doesn't mean you won't be getting sales. You can still totally kill it, okay? But there are going to be ups and downs. And if you're only here during the ups because it's like super exciting and it's, there's lots of energy and momentum and all that, you're gonna feel deflated when summer comes or when the new year comes. You're always going to feel deflated. So what's really important, and it seems silly to even think about, is, why are you here? Because this why that you guys hold is what's going to keep you floating 365. You need to know why you're doing this. And a lot of times we don't know why we're doing this, right? We're just doing this. It's just fun. We're just here. But we haven't really said, wait a minute. So what I'm kind of challenging you guys to do is just momentarily, before it goes crazy in the fall, let's take some time to look in the mirror, self-reflect, and let's think about why we're here and what we really want. And this is a private thing that you're going to do. This isn't a thing we're going to ask you to share. This is within you. You're going to think of, what do you want and why are you here? Okay? Are you here for community? Maybe you're here for community, okay? Maybe you're here to make friends. Well, it's going to be really important that you get out to like team get-togethers and, you kind of start to connect with people and you make those friendships. It's going to be really important. If you are here to make some extra sick money in the fall because you want your Christmas paid for, you want all your kids' presents paid for, okay, well, what do you need to do? I'm here to make some side money. I'm here to pay for my Christmas. So now what do I need to do? Okay, well, I need to be consistently posting, getting excited, go through our guides, start watching the videos on how to post, how to do groups, how to find new customers, all those things. Reach out to your sponsor, reach out to your director, reach out to myself. Pick our brains with some ideas because you're here to make some side money, okay? If you're here to build a crazy awesome organization because you want a beautiful big Scentsy family under you and you want to be able to lead and you want to be able to shine this whole Scentsy thing and create something beautiful, you want this to be your full-time income, okay, well then what do we need to do? We need to focus on getting our sales up and constantly offering this blessing to everybody. But you have to figure out what you want, and what you want is okay. That's the other thing I really want to touch on is stop the comparison, okay? I do not want you to think that somebody that wants to become a director is better than the person that wants friends. Nobody is better. Nobody. Nobody has more value if they're willing to like totally kill it in their business. You all belong, and Scentsy needs all of you. But it is very natural to lose your focus and kind of lose where you're going if you don't know why you're here. Why do you want this? So it sounds silly, but I really want you guys to just take some time to think, why am I here? It's something that I've decided to like push myself even after 8 years. Not to say that I don't want this, because I do forever. Not to say that I was in a slump where I would like quit. That's not happening. But I have been in a like, right? Like kind of like just an emotional life. Just normal life has been draining me. And when you're drained and you're going through maybe personal stuff, you don't have that spark. So in order to get that spark back, you've got to remind yourself who you are and what you want. So I had to take some time and think, why do I do what I do? Not to say I wouldn't do what I do, because I will always do what I do. I love it. But why do I do what I do? Okay? And so I can think, well, I do it because like we can bring in a full-time income and I can make my own hours and I can work when I want, how I want. Okay, maybe. Maybe I do what I do because I love the product and it's like the easiest thing to sell. And I love to like help my customers, have a better life because of Scentsy. I want to share these products because they're going to make their life better. And it's so cool to see my customers so happy. Yeah, that's totally true. That is true. That's why I do that. Yes. Do I do this because I want to stay home with my kids? And I don't want to leave my house. I don't want to go get like a real job, I guess. This is a real job. But you know what I mean? Like a typical 9-to-5 mom leaves, kids are here. Do I want that? No. So maybe that's why I do what I do. And I do it for all of those reasons, okay? I do it for all those reasons, but those reasons also aren't enough for me. Now, maybe one of those reasons would be the reason. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Rachel. Maybe those reasons would be your reason, and that's perfect. But you've got to think of what your reason is. So I've really done some self-reflecting in the last little bit. And my reason, I've really realized if I was going to get real, my reason is to save people from like toxic circles. I truly have this like burn in me for women or whoever. Doesn't have to be women. But for people that have never felt like they belong, because I've never felt like I belong, for people that have never had that community, that family, maybe you didn't have the family growing up that you wanted, hey, That's me. Maybe you didn't have a good group of people that have ever built you up and loved you. That's me, right? So because I've gone through that, that's my why. My why is like deeper than anything. That's just the typical Scentsy reasons. Like the product is good. I want to build a team. I want to do great. I want to like provide for my family. I want to be here with my kids. Yes. Every single one of those things is that. But my bigger why, if I was to get really real with myself, and I have recently, why the hell are you doing this? Why do you not stop? Why will you never stop? It's truly because I want people to know they belong. It's because I've never belonged. And I realized in this business, I can create that. I have the ability of creating a community of people that legit belong. I say so. Because I say so, you belong. Because I say so. I say we are going to be positive and we're going to be the light and we're going to love everybody. It's not cliquey. I say so because that's what I'm creating. That is why I do what I do. And I've really had to like look at this look in the mirror, do some self-reflecting and ask myself, why the hell do you do what you do? Why are you still here? Why do you wake up every day wanting to do Scentsy? Yes, I love the product and I will always love the product. And yes, I want to provide for my family. I will always want to provide for my family. Why wouldn't I? Yes, I want to create a full-time income. That's so cool. Why wouldn't you want that? But there's got to be more, at least for me. And so when I really started doing some self-reflecting, it was like, wait a minute, it's them. It's for you guys. It's for the people I haven't even met yet that are my customers that need this. They need a family. They need a circle that isn't toxic. And that is what my why is. I really came to kind of terms with that. And so what I'm saying is that doesn't have to be your why. It's not like that's the right answer. But you have to look in the mirror and you have to ask yourself, why are you here? But be real. Like, you don't have to tell us. You don't have to share it with everybody. But why are you here and why do you want this? Because if you do not have a strong why, if you don't have a strong reason for why you do what you do in Scentsy, it's not going to last. The only way it's going to last is if you know why you're doing it and it's burning in you every day. So find out what that is. Even if it's community, that's not the wrong answer. If it's, I want to like have a full-time income in this because I hate my regular job and I want this to be the thing, that's perfect. It doesn't matter what it is. I can't make that up for you, but you have to do some self-reflecting and ask yourself why. So when this happens throughout the year and we have our ups and downs, we're like, woo, fall. Oh, it's New Year. Ooh, spring. Oh, it's the summer, right? We have these ups and downs in our business as far as sales. You're still here and you know why. Or maybe something happens personally in your life and it's a lot. We all go through stuff. Let's not pretend. We all have private stuff that goes on in our life and we don't need to know about it. Like, it's none of our business what goes on in your life, but you go through personal stuff. I want you to know that when you go through that, you're still enough. But how are you going to stay in what you want? You have to know why you're here. Maybe you get attacked from somebody. Maybe your customer treats you like shit. It doesn't matter what it is. There are so many things that are going to come at you. It could be a drought in your business. It could be nobody's joining. It could be my sales have been sucking. It could be my team's not on fire. My customers seem like losers. Like, I don't know. These things come and go. But you have to stay with it. But the only way you're going to stay with it, I hope this makes sense, is that you know why you're here. Because if you know that why, when that crap happens, you're still here and you are still freaking killing it. because you know why. So it doesn't matter what happens. So for me, now I know my why, right? I've been looking in the mirror, I've been self-reflecting. Now I know why I do what I do. So it doesn't matter if my PRV is crap like it is right now and like it was last month, but I know next month it's going to be sick. And I'm still going to kill it. I'm still going to like go after the sales this month. I will not stop until, I've given it my all. But even if my all isn't what I would have wanted, I know why I'm here. So I'm not going to look at my crappy sales and be like, ugh, it doesn't work anymore. Or maybe I'm not getting recruits the way that I would have wanted to get recruits. I'm not going to be like, ugh, nobody wants to join. No, they do. They do. It just might not be right now. But I know why I'm here. Somebody treats me like total crap. Instead of pretending, because it's a crutch, guys, instead of pretending everybody is like this. No, they're not. That's a crappy person, and you're gonna come across crappy people. But I know why I'm here. Maybe I have a really crappy customer, and I mean, guys, I just dealt with a special situation a couple weeks ago. The kind of situation that probably would have made a lot of people quit. It was not okay. But I was very firm in what I believed and who I was and why I wanted this, that it actually didn't affect me. It was like, that's nice. Because I know where I'm going. I know why I want this. So if you don't have a strong why, when these things happen, sales suck. Your team's not on fire, right? Something personal is going on in your life and you don't have the energy. And that's okay. Don't apologize for that. You are allowed to be human. But when these things happen to you, an attack happens from somebody, your customers are stupid or whatever, right? You have to know why you're doing what you're doing. So that's what I want to leave you guys with at the end of this, like kind of like summer's coming to a close, at least here in Region 1. Summer's coming to a close. We're going into fall. I guess winter's coming to a close in New Zealand. You're going into spring. I think I'm right on that. I am like brain dead with how that all works. But yeah, so we're coming to kind of like the end of the slump. And it's going to be so normal to like feel the fire and feel the excitement because guys, it's going to be there. It's going to be. Your sales are going to be sick in the next 3 months. Your team is going to be on fire. Scentsy is going to be giving us all the things, right? It's going to be crazy. But I want you to know one thing. It's not because it's finally working and it really sucks now. It's just the way it is. It's a cyclical business. But you have to remember why you're doing it when you're down here. Because you're going to know why you're doing it when you're up here. You're going to know why. You're going to be like, oh yeah, it's totally awesome and everybody wants it. Blah, blah, blah. Everything's great. But why do you want it when you're down here? That's what's going to keep you going forever. If you know why you do what you do, it doesn't matter. You don't care anymore. When you're up, when you're down, you don't care. You don't care what's going on in your life. You don't care what's going on in your business. You're not ready to just like take the back door, like I'm out, because it's not like easy or it's not exciting or it's not energizing. You're still here because you know why you're here. So that's what I want you guys to really focus on at the end of August here, is I want you to know why the heck are you here? And what do you want? And there is no wrong answer. What you want is exactly what you want. And that is good. That is perfect. But stick to that and be brave and be real. It took me a really long time to realize I'm doing this for you. I didn't admit that. I don't even know if it's admitting it. I don't even know if I knew that. I've always wanted to create a beautiful business that I could lead women to feel like they belong. That's definitely been like the like thing. But I've also wanted to like see how big I could build this to provide for my family. Sure, I guess. I've always wanted something for myself aside from my kids, because as much as I love them, I got to remember who I am. So sure. But when I really started thinking, why the hell do I do what I do? I realized it's for the people that don't have a sense of belonging. Because if I really think about when I ask people to join, always in my brain, it's I want them to know they belong. I want to be their friend. I want them to know they would come in and have friends. That's my why. And it doesn't mean that's the right answer. It's just that's what my why is. And you have a different why. Everybody has a different why. And everybody's why is right. It's perfect. It's amazing. It's beautiful. But if you're just like here and you're not even sure why, and you're like, see what happens. Well, whatever. That didn't work out. I asked somebody to join. They said no. Or you know what? July came and my month was shit. It was crap. I didn't make any money. Okay, that's lovely. But why are you here? I'm not sure if you even know why you're here. Because if you don't know why you're here, you are not going to stay. You're not going to stay. It's going to be like a thing. I tried. You're going to say you tried, but you didn't try. And then you're going to like flop down and like take the back exit and be like, that didn't work. But the only reason it didn't work is because you weren't real with why you wanted it. I truly believe that when people join, they have a secret dream. No one's going to freaking talk about this. No one's going to say deep down. I've seen other people succeed, and I think that Scentsy is this amazing thing, and I freaking want to see what it would do. No one's going to say that out loud, because what happens if you fail, even though there's no such thing? Failing within your standards, failing with what you think that is, you don't want to admit that. So no one's going to join and be like, you know what? I'm going to join and then this is going to happen. Nobody talks like that. But I truly believe that everybody thinks that or feels that deep down. Deep down, you wonder if it'll happen to you. You see it happening to all these people. You deep down wonder if it'll happen to you. But it's not going to happen to you if you don't know why the hell you're here. Because that why has to be why you stay during the crap. And crap's going to happen. There's going to be crap that happens. You will personally go through something in your life that has nothing to do with Scentsy that is going to make you want to quit. I promise you. Because guess what? We're all human. I don't know what the thing will be, but we're human. This is real life. Stuff happens to every single person. So if you don't know why you're here, that'll be the reason you're out. Maybe you build a big team and your team treats you like crap. And you'll be like, oh, well, I have like a crappy team, so it's not worth it. That's not enough. You have to know why you're doing this, because you've got to stay for the people that actually do need you. You might have the crappiest customer. She treats you like crap. She makes you feel like the worst consultant that there's ever been. And your little brain wants to believe that crap. No. If you don't know why you're here, you're going to take that as your out. You're going to be like, you know what? I'm not even good at this. Nobody thinks I'm good at this. You've got to get like this, these little like messages our brain says, not allowed. That's why you need your why. Because if you don't know why you're here, one of those things that's going to come into your brain is going to make you take the back exit and you're going to be out. Because nobody wants to fail. Nobody wants to feel like shit. Nobody does. Excuse my language. Nobody does. So then you're going to want to leave. And you're never going to have known what this could do for your life. Because the thing is, I will tell you something. To get to the top, you have to do this. There is no such thing as doing this. It's happened for 0 people. One thing that was like a huge eye-opener to me was once I hit Superstar Director, I remember Orville. I can't remember what the context was, but I remember him coming on the Superstar Director page and he said, I really don't remember what the context was, but the idea was that he doesn't take lightly that every single person that is there in that page. So the title of Superstar Director hasn't literally went through hell and back. It's just that they stuck through it. That's all it is. That's your answer. If you want to know how you get to the top, that's your answer. You know why you're doing what you're doing, and you don't stop. Because there is going to be roadblock after roadblock and stuff that you guys can't even write. Stuff that is going to like literally want to destroy you. But you have to know why you're doing what you're doing. I am very stubborn. And a lot of times I've wanted to quit. I will be completely real with you guys. In the last 8 years, I've wanted to quit a lot of times. And some really bad things have happened to me. And they're the type of things that I don't know anyone stupid enough to stay. And because I did, I am where I am. Because I did, because I knew why I was doing this, I've created something pretty beautiful that I'm proud of. That normally I wouldn't like toot my own horn, but I've created a group of women here. You guys are freaking amazing. You are women that legit have each other's back. We don't have catty crap going on. We don't have cliques. We don't have that because I don't allow that. And that was before this why of wanting people to like come in and feel belonged. My why was my group loves each other. My group, we don't play. Because I've seen it too much. So that was and your why is always evolving. Now my why is, who out there doesn't belong? Who out there doesn't have good friends? You got to come home. Like Orville has said many times in the past, he wants Scentsy to be the family that you come home to that you didn't even know existed. And that's literally what I try to echo. So now that's my why. Your why might always be changing, but it's got to be strong. You got to know why you're doing what you're doing. So that when this happens, and I promise you it's going to, because you don't get to the top without, right? It's worth it. It's completely worth it. You can have anything you want in this business. You can have absolutely anything you want. Anything. It's not like she's better than you and she'll get it, but you won't because you suck. No. You are all enough. Scentsy is for everybody. If you haven't noticed already, it's not for polished people. It's for Hot Mess Express. Like really, like if you're a hot mess, you're here. You belong here. Scentsy's here for you. If you've never belonged in your life and you've never had a community of friends, Scentsy's here for you. You're like their favorite. That's why Scentsy exists. We just happen to have a kick-ass product that's really easy to sell, that's really easy to build an incredible business because people want it as well and it's really easy for them to succeed. But at the end of the day, it's about love and connection and community. It's a Scentsy spirit. That's why Scentsy exists. So you got to know where you're going. And that needs to be the strongest thing. And that's not something that we want you to necessarily have to share with us. It's not something that I'm going to be like messaging you like, tell me your why. That's something that you got to figure out. You got to get real with yourself. Why are you doing this? I want you to come up with the strongest why you have ever been brave enough to come up with. You don't have to tell anybody. It's something you can come up with. But if you know your why, it's going to be a lot easier to get to the top. Because when that crap happens to you, wait a minute, this is why I'm doing this. Yeah, that hurt. It's going to hurt when certain things happen to you, okay? But you know why you're here. And that's going to be your grit. Your real why is going to be your grit. Why you stay when you shouldn't stay, but you do it anyway. And when you do that, that's what gets you to the top. The top is only a bunch of people that were stubborn enough to know why they were here and they didn't stop. That's what a superstar director is if you want to be like the truth. They're not freaking rock stars. They're not better than you. They're not better than everybody. But I will tell you one thing. There are people that are stubborn enough to know why they're here. When you figure that out, you watch out. It's going to explode. Everything's going to explode because you're going to know why you do what you do. It's going to be easier to do what you do because you know why you do what you do.